Hi Stampers, it's super awesome Stamper Shirley Merker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, USA. In this video, I will show you how to create these cute little dragonflies colored in stripes. It's part of my Sugar Cookie Social program, where if you purchase $50 excluding shipping and tax using a host code through my online store, I'll mail you some make-along kits. So this is one of the kits for April 2021. So let's get started with some stamping. So the ink that I'm using for the Sweet Friend is the Calypso Coral ink. And we're gonna stamp first and punch second so I get it perfectly positioned on that rectangular postage punch. And we're done with that ink pad, so move that aside. And flip it over, place it through the back side, and I'm just eyeballing left to right, top to bottom, making sure that's straight, and punch. So that's how you get a perfectly positioned sentiment using our punches. I am doing a cut and edit and post filming production because I need to do the coloring of the dragonfly a little differently than when I did it the first run through. So you are going to ink up your dragonfly stamp in Granny Apple Green and then press down. This is so that you know exactly how to punch out your image. So set that aside. Next, we are going to grab our markers. So our Stampin' Up! Markers feature a thin tip for writing, is indicated by the thin line there, and the fat tip for markering, which is what we're using today. So I am just going to run this through the body all the way down. Then the next color is Calypso Coral. Run it all the way down. And I'm trying not to overlap my colors, because when I overlap my colors, I get a darker line, which is totally fine. I just don't want a huge overlap. And the reason why I am drawing my colors all the way down to almost to the bottom of the paper is because I'm going to use that additional space to punch some of the smaller dragonflies. You can see it on my updated sample here, the one I made with my first run through of filming. And I'm just using the side of the marker. So I'm just laying the side of the marker on the paper and dragging it slowly down. And then the Bermuda Bay is next. So my marker colors are Bermuda Bay, Calypso Coral, and Granny Apple Green. Okay, cap those up. Now they will cap and snap shut. That's so that you know you've got them capped. So that will help prevent them drying out if you have them nice and capped. All right, so now we can stamp first, punch second is the mantra. So since we've already stamped the body, you can perfectly line that up and stamp out. And then these two spots towards the bottom that we filled in with marker, we can just take our mini. So we get 3 of them with one drag of all of the marker tips. All right, and then this last one that popped out towards the top but didn't get color. I suppose I could have markered up at the top. Now that I've done a few of these, go ahead and just marker up a large area so you can get that mini all at the same time. So Granny Apple Green, Calypso Coral is next, and then Bermuda Bay is on the outside tips. There, and it's okay if it looks a little different than all the rest. All right, and then we just decorate up, and I'll proceed along with assembling the card. All right, so my base is the Granny Apple Green. Just an A2 base, 8.5, 5.5 inches, scored at 4 1/4. I always grab my bone folder, press my score mark down so it lays a little flatter while we are assembling. Okay, so inside layer is just this Very Vanilla, measures 4 by 5 inches. And I have Very Vanilla in 12 by 12 inches in stock, so I'm doing a little larger area to write with in this video. All right, next is, so the pattern paper from this package measures 6 by 6 inches. Again, I'm using this one that's got these Minute Moose striped and then the Calypso Coral. So I cut that down and process it through this embossing folder, the Ornate Floral, just to give it a little bit of a wow factor. So you can see the flat paper maybe versus the embossed piece. Just adds a little bit of a nice dimension to it. So 5 by 4 piece there. And then we've got a little strip on the inside, or left over. So that's going to go on the inside. And since I haven't embossed this, I'm going to move to using my liquid glue, because the liquid glue will sink in all those little pieces, all the little impressions, and make sure that's adhered well to the card base. So again, liquid glue, just do a thin line close to the outside, maybe 1/2 inch from the outside, because it will squish. You don't want to do it right on the outside of that edge of the paper, because then it will squish out, and although it dries clear, it doesn't look nice. You can still see it. Okay, flip that shut. All right, in your kit, if you did get a kit for me because you purchased $50 excluding shipping or tax in April, your kit will include these 1-inch pieces. So we've got a 1-inch by 4-inch of the Granny Apple Green, and you are just going to rip, kind of do a straight rip all the way down, just adding a little more texture to this card by ripping it. All right, and then this one we're going to rip as well. And take this side that is not ripped, that is a smaller side. You notice it's not going to fit the full length. That's just because I had some pieces already cut to length. So nobody's going to know that you ripped it in half and tucked it behind that postage punch. All right, so next layer is going to be the scalloped lace ribbon, scalloped lace trim. So I gave you a length. You can decide where you want to cut it. I am going to cut mine custom cut so that I have the same number of scallops. So in between the valley there. All right. And I think this does have a front and a back side. You just look at it. The back side looks like it has the netting on it. The front side does not have that netting. It's more a little bit, the scallops are a little bit more raised. So just look at your ribbon, decide which side you want up. I'd have the netting towards the back because it will grab your glue dots a little better, provide more surface area. So I'm just putting a glue dot like in the valley there where there's more trim meeting trim. I'm going to put one just behind where that postage punch is going to go. And I just lined up the top of the trim to the top of the Granny Apple Green and just did an eyeball, just like that. All right, so now since we are adhering over a piece of lace, I'm going to switch to my Stampin' Seal. Magic of television, swapping the unstamped Dragonfly for the stamped Dragonfly. So we're gonna pop up the Dragonfly. And looking for my dimensionals, here we go. One large one on either side of the wings. Place it at an angle. Let's look in the inside. The inside I've got this strip of pattern paper and then what I ripped off of the Granny Apple Green. Attach that towards the top. Then I have a couple more, oh, I'm going to use this again. A couple more Dragonflies than what I've got on my sample. So let's figure out where we will place all those. One right there. How about one right there and there? A little bit of a corner interest. Okay. And then we've got our elegant faceted gems. So I've got a large one over the center of the body of the large Dragonfly, and then I put a small one over the Dragonfly on the inside to bring just a little bit of the outside in. There we go. Okay, so this is the card, and I know I went back and redid the video so that I stamped first and colored second. So hopefully you may or may not have noticed that throughout the video. I had to do a little bit of a swap out. Hope that didn't confuse you as you're watching my video really closely. Before I sign off, I would like to share a catalog tour of where I got all of the products. So from the annual catalog, I use the Calypso Coral ink pad from the Subtles collection and the Granny Apple Green ink pad from the Brights collection. Then if you flip the page over on page 144, here's where we sell our marker assortments. So you can get many marvelous markers, 40 colors in this sturdy case for $123. That's a great Hostess half price item. So if you get to $450 excluding shipping and tax, you can get your many marvelous markers for half price. If you like smaller assortments, we do have right above 10 markers, one of each in the 10 colors in all of our collections, the 4 collections plus the ink colors. So those are available as well. I used for our embellishments the elegant faceted gems on page 157. It's item number 15. And then the ribbon that I used would have been the scallop lace trim, number 12. Nope, number 11 right here, scallop lace trim. And the rectangular postage stamp punch comes in a bundle. You can purchase the punch and the coordinating stamp set. Let me flip back there. I didn't use that one today, but let's show you. Back on page 81. Here's the coordinating stamp set that goes with that rectangular punch. You certainly don't have to purchase it as a bundle. Just make sure if you purchase the stamp set and the postage stamp punch, you can get the special bundle pricing. Okay, and then last thing in this catalog, I use the Ornate Floral 3D Embossing Folder. The paper is available in the January to June 2021 catalog. It's on page 25, part of the Dandy Garden Designer Series paper pack. It measures 6 by 6, and you get 12 patterns, 4 sheets of each. So there's the pattern that I used today. The Dandy Garden Suite is part of my Suite of the Month program, where if you purchase the Suite collection, you get some make-along kits for me, in addition to YouTube links of many other videos. Right now we've got 22 videos in the lineup that I will email you towards the middle of April. So you'll have additional ideas to use your Suite products. So I realize this Suite collection is quite expensive. So if you'd like to reduce your spending down to just over $50, you can purchase either one or two. If you purchase number 2, the Dragonfly Garden Bundle, which is the stamp set, and the punch that I used today, you'll need to up your order to $50 in order for me to send you the make-along kits for the April Suite of the Month. So the Suite of the Month program details are on my blog at superawesomestamper.com. Just click on Suite of the Month and you will see how I run the program and what suites are featured each month. All right, thanks for stamping with me, and make sure you click the like and subscribe button to my YouTube channel so you're notified when I load new content. All right, have a great day. Bye.